Dead last is anything but first while PTR. And I think I will be first to throw up though, oh my god.
And we are back, another episode of Dead Last Cycling. This week we're racing Scotland Smash, which is basically just a collection of short, brutal, punchy climbs over and over again. Anyone who watched last week will remember yet another second place. That second place came with a lovely Zwift Racing score boost, which means a slightly higher category, so probably even more suffering than normal, which is something I was feeling almost instantly.
Ooh, this is a fast start, legs are burning.
The city section of this course was frantic, with everyone fighting tooth and nail just to make the front selection. The kickers came thick and fast, but eventually we made it out of the city and straight into the long grind of the Scottish countryside. You can probably tell by my heart rate and the worrying amount of red on my power screen, I was deep in the sufferfest immediately in this race. And despite being in the glorious countryside, the pace was not relenting. Thankfully, I had an unsuspecting assistant in AW who graciously decided to help me close gaps as they start to open.
Come on AW, close me in. Come on AW, be that hero I need.
Although I was in a sufferfest, I still somehow had the energy to load up on the complaints early and often as usual, be that about the race, the course, the power-ups, just about anything.
Ooh, hard race. Hate this course. Ah. Oh my god, I just keep getting arrow.
Despite my complaining, I was somehow still able to hang on to the front group, just about. Although I was definitely starting to feel it in more than just my legs.
Hopefully everyone's legs are stinging from the big lump. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
More encouraging news was that I still felt good enough to continue audibly complaining about power-ups.
No, I had one feather. Please, can I get a feather? My kingdom for a feather.
It wasn't until we looped back into town and back through Central Station that I started to think I might actually be able to hang on to these absolute locomotives that were dragging us across Scotland. I was in serious difficulty, running on fumes with my legs screaming and stomach protesting with every pedal stroke, but with how genuinely unrelenting this course was, I think probably everybody, apart from any aliens, had just about the same experience. And then, in the blink of an eye, we were back out of town with less than 2 kilometres to go, and we all started to think about the finish. This final little climb was not going to be steep enough to separate us, and a sprint was inevitable. It was just a matter of who would have the most left to kick for home. Yep, that's right. Another week without a win. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with 7th out of 86, in a higher category than last week as well. And despite all my wheel sucking, Zwift was even kind enough to bump my FTP, which at least means something is heading in the right direction. Either way, we'll be back next week for another attempt at getting our first win.
Oh, I feel sick. Oh, I feel so sick.